So today we're going to do something a little bit different for this week's Freebie Friday. And we're going to talk a little bit about how to play around with the different built-in options, and more importantly, how to understand when you need to try outside solutions as well. All right. This is Ken Callwood checking in from sunny Sevilla in southern Spain. And this is once again ClickFix.io and another Freebie Friday. So let's just jump straight in here. I am looking at today, I'm going to work on different parallax options. Okay, and so in order to do parallax, for those that you don't know, you select your block, you go into the background section. We've uploaded this picture here, and we're going to go ahead and right now we have it on fixed, but let's go ahead and just explore the other options as well. So parallax slow, let's go ahead and preview that. All right, so this is what parallax slow means. It means that both the picture and the section kind of move at the same time. All right, let's jump in here and let's change that to a different option here. Parallax medium, same kind of deal, but now it's going to move a little bit faster. All right, and the stutters a little bit sometimes. And on parallax fast, you can see that that one zooms it out. It has a kind of an interesting starting point where most of the heads are kind of cut off. And then let's look at fixed, which is generally the one that I prefer, just because it seems to work the best for most of the designs that I use. All right, and you can see that this one is kind of also zoomed way out, right? So you can see it's zoomed out here. You can see most of the ceiling, and you can see kind of the screen, but the people aren't really where the focus is, right? And depending on what the image is, that may or may not be an issue for you. But there are major differences in how things work with the built-in controls versus doing stuff with custom CSS. Okay, and I'll show you that here. Now this is the version that has the fixed parallax, right? So you see it here. It kind of moves the picture in a way, zooms it out, and moves it so you're seeing most of the ceiling. The pictures, the people aren't really the focus here. In this particular version or this particular template, the idea here is that we're selling a live event. So obviously for us, if we were to be actually trying to sell a live event with this template, we would want the focus to be more on the people rather than the venue, let's say, right? And so when we apply some custom CSS, you can see that the focus completely changes. Now, don't ask me why this happens. I have no idea why it happens. But when we use custom CSS and we're still applying the same fixed background, but now we're doing it as a background attachment. So we're applying the background to a different piece of the object, if you will. It has a much higher definition picture, right? Right, so this is a little bit grainier. I don't know if you can really tell, but this is, for me on my screen, it's a little bit grainier when you're doing the built-in. It's focused on a different part of the picture, right? So it's more starting at the top and then kind of scrolling, or I guess in the middle and scrolling up like that. So as you scroll down, you see like the roof here. Whereas this one is kind of focused. You can see that it's about the people. It's more zoomed in. And as you scroll, yeah, it gets up to the ceiling, but that's almost at the very end, right? And so for me, this is actually the best solution. So you can see that we tried all the built-in tools, but just for fun, and the reason I know this is because there are other circumstances and other backgrounds where the only solution, the only viable solution that we found was to go ahead and apply that custom CSS because the picture just didn't look right. And a lot of times what's happening is we or maybe migrating a client's page from ClickFunnels, for example. This happens a lot when we're migrating things from a page that was built in ClickFunnels that's using Parallax or a fixed background over to Ontraport. For whatever reason, the built-in controls are designed differently between those two platforms, and there's just no other way to get the actual look and feel if we're trying to copy it exactly from the other platform, other than using that custom CSS. Now, the cool thing is that because we had this issue a long time ago, we went ahead and we built out an easy way for you to go ahead and apply that custom CSS. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of this. This is not relevant to what we're doing, but it's this simple. We have our shortcode, our CSS shortcode. We apply it to this block, which is that second block. We apply it to this class. And we just tell it that we want a background attachment fixed, and we make it important so it overrides the built-in controls, and that's it. With this one line of code, we achieve what for us is a much cleaner and a much better result than just using the built-in controls. So keep that in mind whenever you're having trouble adjusting things with the built-in controls, that there are other options that exist. And as the name suggests, this is a Freebie Friday, so this is a completely free thing. You just need a ClickFix account. And once you add in the ability to add this custom CSS, you're going to notice a whole range of different things that you can do to enhance your Ontraport pages without having to worry about the limitations that are imposed by the built-in editor. Well, that's it for today's Freebie Friday. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to us by dropping a comment below, contacting us on Facebook, or just going ahead and visiting clickfix.io. And if you go to the pricing page, you'll see that there are plenty of icons here that all have videos about the different features, or you can scroll down and click on the Consultant Expert button, and schedule a call with us at any time to get your questions answered about how clickfix.io can help you take your Ontraport account to the next level.